What's good, planet Earth? Welcome to the channel. My name's Charlie and thank you for coming along for a video. Today I'm getting into a request from my good friend Daniel, and he's asked me to take a look at Corey Taylor, Snuff, Acoustic. Now Corey Taylor is obviously the lead singer of Slipknot, and I am shamefully underexposed to Slipknot. Maybe we should get into some on the channel. However, Dan's asked me to take a look at this one, so that's what we're going to do. If you're new here, welcome. You probably are new if you're a Corey Taylor fan, because there's been nothing else like it on the channel. The only other, actually I did it recently, was the only other comparable piece of music in terms of genre, and even then it's different, was Dimmu Borgir, which is symphonic black metal. So if you fancy checking that out at the end of the video, you can do that. But let's get into it. Without further ado, let's go.
Don't let it fall through.
I'm gonna play you a very heavy song for me. It's just hard to get through. So I'm obviously gonna need all the help I can get on this. Are you ready?
Bury all your secrets in my skin. Come away with innocence. Leave me with my sins. The air around me still feels like a cage. Love is just a camouflage. No one resembles rage.
Yo, the lyrics already are crazy. So you get some of the best lyrics in metal music, and obviously this is an acoustic version, but I was just talking to my best mate Ollie about this weekend. I mean, it's nuts how great the lyrics are sometimes, and it gets lost in the volume if you're not used to it. And so it's quite nice to see it sort of brought down a notch like this, but the lyrics, amazing. Love is just a camouflage for what still feels like rage, did he say? What resembles rage, yeah. Bars. Bars.
So if you love me, let me go. Run away before I know. My heart is just too dark to care. I can't destroy what is in there. Deliver me into my fate. If I'm alone, I cannot hate. I don't deserve to have you. My smile was taken long ago. If I can change, I hope I'll never know.
Delivered me into my fate. If I'm alone, I cannot hate. Damn.
I still press your letters to my lips. Cherish them in parts of me. Savor every kiss. I couldn't face a life without your light. All of that was ripped apart when you refused to fight. So save your breath, I will not hear. I think I made it very clear. You couldn't hate enough to love. Is that supposed to be enough? I only wish you were my friend. Then I could hurt you in the end. I never claimed to be a saint. My own was banished long ago. I took the death of hope to let you go. So break yourself against my stones and spit your pity in my soul. You never needed any help. You sold me out to save yourself, and I won't listen to your shame. You ran away, you're all the same. Angels lie to keep control. Ooh, my love was punished long ago. If you still can't, I'll never let me know.
It's so painful.
You still can't, I'll never let me know.
So that's a really, really deep, emotive, and interesting song, actually. And I'm just trying to think about what I just heard and what it represents, because there seems to be quite a lot of contradictions throughout. It starts with him almost wanting this person to sort of leave, feelings of unworthiness, and my heart's just too dark to care. How can I break what isn't there? You know, saying he feels like he's emotionless, he doesn't have a heart, you might as well just go, I don't deserve to have you, those kind of things. But then it transitions from that to the next bit where he talks about pushing the letters up against his lips and very clearly actually feeling something. So he's kind of gone from this state of desensitization and darkness and I've got no heart, and I think it can feel like that, to then showing that he does actually still feel something. And then we get into betrayal. You know, you sold me out to save yourself. And that makes me think, well, are we talking about, we're clearly talking about at the very best an unstable relationship here, but at worst toxic and possibly dealing with a narcissist. And then that brings me back to the first few lines, which say, bury your secrets in my skin, leave with innocence, come away with innocence, but leave me with my sins. And these few lines start to make sense in the context of dealing with a narcissist, right? So come away, well, if indeed that's what he means, come away, so they come away with their innocence, protesting, because I've dealt with narcissists before, right? They come away protesting innocence, and all you're left with is the sins that they say you've committed. So maybe that's what that is. And then you've got, the air around me feels like a cage. Love is just a camouflage for what resembles rage. So when you are dealing with a narcissist, it's very sort of, it traps you. And that's exactly what it feels like. The air around you does feel like a cage. Even if you're not caged, just the air itself, the atmosphere, it's very, very restrictive. It feels like a cage. Love is just a camouflage for what resembles rage. I don't think he's talking about himself at this point. Love feels like a camouflage. It's like they're acting. Narcissists are able to act love. But it really is just a camouflage. It doesn't feel authentic, and you know there is rage underneath it. They can switch on empathy and they can switch on love if it's a means to an end for them, if it means that they get something. But it feels inauthentic, and we lose ourselves because we get so desensitized to them doing that, we start to question whether they do love us or not. It's all very confusing. But anyway, as I kind of went on and realized that we were possibly talking about a toxic relationship, and then I thought back to those first few lines, which initially I thought were maybe him talking about himself, and then it kind of dawned on me, well, maybe not. Maybe those first few lines are about this other person. But if that indeed is what this is about, and guys, get in the comments and tell me, it's a genius song. It's incredibly dark, incredibly deep, and shows the contradictions in the feelings in that kind of relationship dynamic, is that you do feel so detached from your own feelings, but actually in certain things that you do, it shows that they're still there, very much alive. hurting, but they are still there. That was amazing. Dan, great suggestion. Great suggestion. Guys, if I've missed anything in the breakdown or if I've got my analysis of the song completely wrong, then get in the comments and let me know. If I haven't, then get down there anyway. I'll meet you down there. I love talking to the viewers about what they thought and hearing their own experiences of what the song's about, or the song itself, or live experiences and stuff like that. But anyway, welcome guys. If you're new here, I really appreciate you having watched a video with me. If you decide that you want early access to everything that goes onto YouTube, my blocked content, exclusive reactions and series that you won't find on YouTube, Patreon is the place to get that. Links in the description. All I ask is that you sign up via the desktop site. It can be on your mobile browser or your computer, just not the app, because they steal 30% of our money, which sucks. If you want to make a one-off donation to ensure that your request gets done, PayPal is the place to do that. Links in the description, guys. But anyway, have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next one, and until then, be kind to yourselves, love everyone, and take care. I freaking love you guys.